Hi guys, welcome to Astral Diary. Something really funny happened here. I've been trying to astral project from the cruise ship that I was in for like 5 nights, with no luck, no success. And I kind of had a feeling this would happen, and that's exactly what happened. So on my first night back on land, guess what? I'm able to project. And my theory, and I've made videos about this, was the reason I couldn't do it on the ship. First of all, I cannot do it on demand, so I cannot do it on demand, unlike some people who say they can. I have my techniques, I have my averages, which works for me enough. I can project a couple times a month, a couple times a night sometimes. So anyways, I'm back on land in my own bed, comfortable bed, and I'm able to project. And what I said during this cruise and trying to project was, between the being in an unfamiliar environment, such as a ship, and not having a window, which was the case last time, to project out of, and just the movement of the ship, like that. And I thought to myself, those were the, at least 3 reasons I couldn't project like I wanted to. And then when I come back and land, boom, I was able to project. And the details are kind of choppy, but I was there for a long time. I was there for a long time. The separation wasn't very smooth. I sensed it. I tried to separate. I keep feeling like I would get stuck around my bed. Like I feel like I would be out by one of my legs would be like still stuck in the bed. And I would be kind of like in slow motion. So I finally got out. I got out, went out of the room, tried to fly from one of the windows, but I said, okay, hold up. One of my favorite things lately has been to go right through my front door. I just kind of I'd never done that. When I did it, it was really cool. Like you open the door and then boom, there it is. So I did that. I went downstairs, opened the door, and boom, I was in a very different environment, not in my immediate neighborhood. And I keep going, there's some little pools of water. Actually, so this is something I've never done. I actually walked on water. And I saw the water, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I gotta go cross it. So I said, okay, walk on water, walk on water. That's kind of what I kept saying. And then boom, next thing I was like literally running, walking right over the water. And the details are very, very choppy right now. I can't remember most of them, but what I do remember is walking on water and seeing somebody, which I'm not going to get into detail, somebody that I saw there, a little conversation. I'm not going to get into detail here because it's kind of like a personal family thing. That information, I guess, is best for me. The information, I wish I could get more out of it, but I couldn't. It was just, and because of that, the experience ended, and I found myself back on the bed. And pretty emotional about that experience, the end of it. And then I got up again. This time I actually got up like I normally do, instead of rolling out, just like the way you normally get out of the bed. So, and then next thing I know, I was boom somewhere else. I didn't have to fly out of the window or anything. This is the first time I guess this happened to me, because normally I'm in my house and I either go through a window, door, wall, or whatever. But as soon as I got out of my bed, I felt the carpet with my feet. I was boom somewhere, and kind of like an open space. I did ask for one of my deceased cousins, like I've done in the past. I wanted her to appear so I could ask her some questions. And I asked for her a lot, kept asking for her, and unfortunately she didn't show up like the one. She has showed up in the past and I talked to her. I'll make a separate video about that. So she didn't show up. Again, the details are very choppy. If you've astral projected, you know what I mean. When you, at the time, if you write everything down, you can get more details. But next thing I know is the experience was about to end. And I learned from somebody who has a YouTube channel. His name is Michael something, Russian guy. One of the techniques, he shares a lot of techniques, but one of his techniques were, if you want the experience to last, or if it's fading on you, start touching items. And I'm in this kind of place, like I said, the details are kind of fading away on me, but I remember touching this, the floor, the walls, anything, and you know what, like magic at work, it actually, it's like restored the experience for me, and so it really worked. I was able to spend more time in this environment. Again, I'm trying to go the best I can to remember the details, but they're just kind of fading away on me. And that's it for now. So the biggest thing is that I was able to project on day one of being on land when I couldn't do it 5 nights in a row on a cruise ship, which I wanted to. So again, being in your own home, comfortable bed, a bed that doesn't move, did it for me. And that was kind of like what I was thinking. It was preventing me to be able to project.